Yellow Magic Koopa's a little tired. Red Pianta hit a homer, but this is just point foul. Oh, no, it's off the pole. Off the pole, it's gone. Big hit with the upset off the pole in the jungle. 8-7 in extras.
Last year, after the first ever online tournament, we entered into the first Mario Sluggers metagame. Andrew had just swept the competition with his overpowered Bowser team, who dominated with star swings and slap hits. Now that we've wrapped up our second summer tournament, my opinions on the best teams have changed substantially, and I believe we've entered the new metagame. This is a more balanced meta, where a variety of teams can win at a high level, even against the Bowser team. Let's break down the biggest things that have changed since last year. After last year's tournament, I was convinced that most of the power hitters were essentially unplayable, since they didn't have good star swings or slap hits. Andrew's Bowser team almost never used charge swings, even with Hammer Bro. But the Bros were still viable due to their super dives in the outfield. Other home run hitters like Donkey Kong, Funky Kong, King K. Rool, and even Pianta had fallen to the wayside. But man, let me tell you, in this year's tournament, those players absolutely shined. Top level players have learned how to read pitches better than ever, and are able to hit a decent number of dingers, even against good pitching. This was shown off by Ribs, who shockingly chose DK in an important match and immediately went yard with him. Also by Andrew, who got a grand slam with Bowser off of me.
8. Deep fly ball from Bowser at the track. The shell, it's gone. Grand slam for Bowser and Andrew to take the lead.
And then later hit the walk-off homer with, again, Bowser.
Headphone warning if this goes yard, folks. It just might. Deep fly ball to center. The trade is there. Walk-off homer. We're going to game 3.
Bowser's bat overall was pretty much unstoppable this tournament, and along with his performance in center field, I might be willing to put him in the conversation for best in the game. In addition, I had a walk-off in game 3 against Andrew with Pianta.
Red Pianta hit a homer, but this is just point foul. Oh, no, it's off the pole. Off the pole, it's gone. Big hit with the upset off the pole in the jungle. 8-7 in extras. Look at the replay.
Oh, give me a call, Blue. That ball was foul. That ball was foul.
All in all, the power characters showed their worth in the tournament, and certainly none more so than Pianta. I mean, my god, he put on an absolute show. A big part of the new metagame has been recognizing how important throwing arm is in the field. This, along with needing big hitboxes, has allowed big players like Pianta to be elite fielders. Many tourney participants rolled out double Piantas in the middle infield to great success. They don't have super dives, but their range is still very good, and they're tall enough to jump catch the loopy star swings. I don't think they're quite up to PD's level, but still in the elite category. Even K. Rool looked good. Rib somehow pitched me to a shutout with him, but that might just be a skill issue on my part. At some point, if a character is getting picked first in the draft pretty much every single time, you have to start considering them for the title of best in the game. That's exactly what's happened with Boo for me. In nearly every game in the top 8 of the tournament, Boo was the first choice after the captain selection. Mario team, Bowser team, Birdo team, didn't matter. Boo's chemistry, pitching, star swing, and floating ability made him a perfect fit on so many elite teams. If you let someone pick both Bowser and Boo, you're in for a really rough time. I was a bit annoyed that there was a player so important that nobody could forego, but I also enjoyed the fact that drafting became a little tighter. It's not as exciting when both players can find enough elite characters to fill their teams perfectly. With Boo, we finally found a character good enough to tip the scales in a team's favor. That also means his chemistry tree got much more playing time. King Boo, Blooper, Petey, Magic Koopa, that group has all moved up at least a few spots in my estimation. Also, speaking of floating characters, Andrew wrote out some pretty successful lineups with multiple paratroopers in the outfield. I don't like their throwing arms, but the POW dodging was good enough to maybe prefer paratroopers to Koopas overall in a Bowser team, even though their chemistry is worse. With that said, the tournament absolutely solidified the importance of chemistry for me. I was choosing players like Blooper, Baby Peach, and Toadette way more than Monty Mole, Wario, or even Luigi. If the chemistry link can't easily get to Boo, Bowser, Petey, or Mario, it's hard to justify having them on my team. Of course, the Sluggers meta encompasses much more than just the team building. I've noticed that the way people play the game has changed as well. First off, the general fielding skill has improved so much, and that's unlocked some neat tricks that have shaped the fielding metagame. Probably my favorite one I've seen is to attack star swings headed up the foul line, and right into another fielder's glove for a double play. Attacking balls in the air is really good because it always goes to another fielder and you'll never bobble it. You will also never bobble jump catches, and I've been seeing more and more players going for those in the middle infield. As these fielding tricks become more popular, hitters have had to change their tactics. A star swing with a weak player is much less likely to be a hit than it used to be, so maybe slap hitting or bunting is a better option for some situations. This back and forth between offensive and defensive strategies is truly when it evolves from a competition into a metagame, and I'm curious to see which type of hits give the best result in the future. Overall, I think the new metagame is about variety. So many types of players are needed to form an elite team. You can't rely on only good star swings, power hitters, or good pitchers. Success in Mario Superstar Baseball comes from mastering precision, but success in Mario Sluggers comes from chaos. Putting your green shells in the right position, winning close plays, finagling on the base paths, attacking balls into double plays. And more variety on your team means more ways to fluster your opponent. Oh yeah, and don't pick Yoshi on your team or you'll be cursed. He somehow dropped from S to F tier in a matter of months. Anyway, see you next tournament. It may be closer than you think. Actually, speaking of tiers, we haven't made a new tier list since May of 2023. Okay, I'm not going to make a full one right now, but I do want to go through my official S tier since it has changed a lot. Based on my overall Sluggers experience, especially the recent tourney results, I have 7 characters in S tier and a couple that are right on the edge. In the 2023 tier list, Yoshi, Birdo, Petey, Mario, and Daisy were the S tier players. They all stay in except Daisy, who really didn't get much playing time in the tourney, so I'm dropping her to A tier. Replacing her are Boo, King Boo, and Bowser. I talked about why Boo and Bowser are so good already, and King Boo is mostly along for the ride as a Boo chemistry partner, so I think those 3 make sense. These 7 players are the cornerstone of the new metagame. I left off Pianta, the Bros, and Match Koopas, who definitely have arguments for the top tier, but aren't quite as vital to drafting elite teams. Now as for the ordering of the top tier, it's definitely up in the air, but I have a clear top 3. Petey, Boo, and Bowser. Yeah, Yoshi has fallen slightly out of favor because of how difficult it is to land Captain Star Swings against a good pitcher. Also, I much prefer Petey in middle infield to Yoshi. It's really hard to argue against that top 3, especially when you look at how they performed in the tournament.
Ooh, Perigum. Oh, all of them. All 3 of the base runners are flying.
All 3 of them are floating.
That was so
Maximum
awesome.
value out of that POW ball.
That was amazing.
Two runners on. Huge opportunity for a Bowser Ding Dong.
Oh my god. Bowser gets
Right in the
contact.
middle. Where's the
Blooper,
train?
Blooper might get there. Oh, he's too early. He's way too early.
Too early. In order to compensate for the bomb.
Bowser.
3-run nuke.
Anyway, if you want a full tier list, or just another discussion of the worst character, then comment below and I'll do this more in depth. Thanks for watching.